Hello and welcome. Silrace here with World of Tanks. So I have a funky little game here, match. Made from replay. Let's just clarify that. So I'm playing IS-6 here and we are going to be doing a bunch of scouting. We're going to be a heavy scout. That's a spoiler for later down the line. To try and, keep you interested and invested enough to actually watch this video further than the first, 40 seconds. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this map when I play it, because I don't particularly like this map. That's mostly because I basically only play heavy tanks. I mean, I play occasionally other tanks, but I pretty much only play heavy tanks if you have watched my channel, my World of Tanks videos for a little while when I made my return to the game and stuff, you have mostly seen heavy tank videos, right? And this map is often decided by who has the better light tanks, who has the better vision games to play. Lights or mediums and stuff like that. Heavy tanks basically just go to the hill and well, then get destroyed on the way down from the hill. That's often what happens here. However, this turned out to be an interesting matchup in the sense that neither side has an actual light tank here to do a whole lot of scouting. So suddenly we have an interesting match, interesting game on this particular map. So I'm going to the hill, as I usually do in a heavy tank on this particular map, because when I play heavy on this map, I rarely want to go anywhere else. Typically don't have the speed to really take any of the other forward positions, don't have the camouflage, don't have the vision to take them either. So the hill it is. That seems to be about the only choice to do. And this is where I take the lower pathway here. Mostly just so that I can stop anything from coming through here and, shooting my friendlies to the side. Like, that's kind of the goal here. Most of my friendlies are on the top, and so I'm like, well, I might just as well hang around here. And also, it kind of helps that this particular tank doesn't have a whole lot of gun depression, so playing this sort of position kind of works. I'm trying to rush a shot at the Conqueror, because I know that the Conqueror is a tough tank to go through, but I don't want to get, the Conqueror, let the Conqueror shoot me in the turret. I don't think my turret will last a long time if I just allow it to do that. So that's basically just a rush shot, hoping that the random number generator is on my side and allows my shell to somehow go into the Conqueror. Now I'll just plonk a shot down there and not really expecting anything out of it, just plonk a shot over there. Now, my goal here is basically just to hold this Conqueror back. Just try and stop it from actually playing the matchup. Since it decided to be on this low ground, it doesn't really have good shots and whatnot up to the top, unless my friendlies decide to give them one. So I am essentially, me being here and just being annoying, I am kind of taking a tier 9 heavy tank out of the actual fight, for the most part anyway. Oh, hello. If you peek at me sideways like that, I am obviously going to take that shot. And that's a trading I will take if you have less damage than I do for a shot, that is. So if you come at me shot by shot, I know I am winning that trading and whatnot. This Lorraine, I'm just looking at him like, well, I ain't shooting at that. Not getting shots off onto that. And Conqueror versus Conqueror action. Sideways turret, nope, not allowed to go through that, but I got a shot into it. And this is where I also load into a premium shell, just in case it decides to give me the side of its turret once more. Then I can put an actual shell into it. Like so. There we go. There is the shell into the Conqueror turret. This is where I should have pushed. Right now, I should have gone for the Conqueror, because I would have been able to get a shot into the side of its turret or into its hull. I should have pushed forward right there. That's a misplay by me, like a massive misplay. The Conqueror should have been dead by my hands, right? That could have changed changed this just a little, because the Conqueror would have been dead faster. However, this is where I realize, I'm looking at the map and I realize that, hey, we have lost our base. And whenever I am losing my base, my brain goes, defend the base, mostly because, for the most part, when I play video games, I have played mostly objective-based video games. I have very little interest. I have mentioned this in other games I play and have made videos out of, whether that's PlanetSide 2 way back when, or even the Battlefields and so on. I play objectives. I don't care about team deathmatch for the most part. Team deathmatch is no interest to me. Give me objective-based gameplay. And so I go and defend base. No matter how slow my tank is, but I also realized that, hey, my team just defended the base. So I don't need to do that. But this is where we do scouting. Because when I look at this core and the fact that we have twice, just a little under anyway, about twice the health of the entire enemy team at this point, just go forward, just push, finish the game, right? When you have an advantage, when you are, let's use the StarCraft analogy coined by an awesome person. Feel free to look this up if you haven't played StarCraft, or if you haven't watched StarCraft tournaments and whatnot, and you haven't heard this from any of the commentators and such. When you are winning, win more, essentially. Win more. Put yourself into the position where you are guaranteeing the win. Nobody else is pushing down, so I'm like, wait, I am basically at full health, I am a blind heavy tank, but these guys can't really run away from me because they are stuck against the edge of the map. So let's just go for it. Let's just do some spotting. So before I did this spotting run, I was basically at a little over 700 damage done. Now I put a little bit more damage into that, basically one extra shot, and I have 700 spotting. Suddenly what was a really bad game, like a really poor game, I had gotten 2 shots in, is starting to look a little better. Mostly because I was like, well, let's just win. Let's just win more. Let's just win. And this is where I slow down a little. Simply because, well, if I don't have any fire support, nobody's shooting at the things I'm spotting, it's kind of pointless to start spotting things. Right? It's kind of pointless. I'm just wasting HP. But I still do this kind of slow spotting stuff, and oh, there you are. Hello. Would you like to get shot to pieces by me? And there you have it. We won a game where I was on the hill, and then I came around from the low ground and did the end spotting of the game. That was kind of successful. I kind of enjoyed that, and the fact that I decided to do that push at that time, I think was the correct play to do. Nobody else was pushing. Nobody else was really trying to do the forward motion, essentially finish the game, win the game. And so being decisive there and actually just sacrificing my own health to light up the enemies and allow them to be destroyed, I think that was the correct play. Hopefully this was entertaining, hopefully this was enjoyable. I will see you folks next time with more World of Tanks.